I am so happy to have Jamaican food today. We're taking you to the Caribbeans, right? Jamaica, Trinidad, what else? Cuba, I believe, is part of the Caribbean islands. I've heard you guys, I know that a lot of people have requested this, specifically Jamaican food, and I've always wanted to actually try it because I've seen it on TV way too many times, and it's not fair to me, right? Where I live, we don't have a Jamaican restaurant or Caribbean food for that matter, at least not very good restaurants. So I did have to travel a little bit. I did reheat a few things, but it still looks amazing, and I can't wait to try it, especially this, the jerk chicken, and I know that's what they're known for. I also have oxtail here. It smells amazing. It's I think it's sautéed in rosemary. Oh, the smell is so strong. I have plantains. I have kale here, steamed kale, and I have the rice with the kidney beans, which usually goes with every Caribbean meal. I am going to start. I have my beer here. Let's eat. Ah, this here looks so hearty. Here, I'm gonna give you a close up real quick. See all that? Looks beautiful, delicious, satisfying. This here, let's give you a close up of that. Don't mind me. All right, let's see this here. You don't know how much flavor there is in this rice. It like kicked me in the mouth. So many spices. Oh my god. Mmm. This is so good. And it's spicy too. Let's try this jerk chicken. Mmm. And you can smell mm. Mm. Give me just a moment. You can taste the char, right? Because they've grilled it on kind of like an open pit or open grill. You can definitely taste that delicious, delicious barbecue char, and there's like a hidden spice in here. I cannot get my hands on it or figure out at least what spice it is, but I feel like it's in both of these. Maybe I'll look it up later and I'll figure it out. But so far, so good. There's nothing more important to me than greens. I think greens really help bring in together both intense flavors. So between these two, I mean, if the greens tasted like another powerful type of spice or flavor, I think it would kind of kill it altogether because it really helps to experience both of these separately. Amazing. All right, this here, it is dark, huh? This piece is dark. It looks burnt, but it's not because look, it's falling right off of the bone. Just like that. Do you see? Wow. Mmm. The flavors are so intense. Oh. That's so good. Oh my gosh. It has that, like, it also has that nice charred flavor. But you know how, like, when we use a lot of rosemary on turkey, and once it's all, you know, the turkey's all done, you kind of get that nice, beautiful aroma. It has the same effect. I don't think this is enough food, to be honest. If you're wondering why I'm using this instead of a fork, is because I could actually scoop more food in my mouth. Look how annoying this is. I mean, you're watching a mukbang, not... Like, this doesn't work. It's better when you see, like, huge chunks of food. I always need to check if there's food on my face. And there was. That's okay. The messier, the better, I guess. Let's have one of these. So good. You know what this would be so amazing with? You know, you'd heat this up and put this, you know, over, I don't know, a scoop of vanilla ice cream or something. I know it acts as a side dish, but it would be perfect for dessert. I swear. This food is so good. Thank you, Santa Monica. And thank you, viewers, friends, for suggesting this meal. I poured in 3 beers just to fill this up. I thought 2 was going to be enough. But it sure as hell wasn't. It's cold. I put this in the freezer. Ah, perfect, perfect meal. I love kale. My goodness. Mm. So thanks for those that added me on Instagram. I know a lot of people added me after I mentioned it on that one video. I promised you guys that I would be on live at least once a week, if not once every 2 weeks. I don't want to bore you with my antics. So I'll keep it at a minimum of at least one per week. But I love hanging out with you. I think I did it. I did the live at a club, at a bar in downtown Santa Ana. I know some of you are familiar with that area. But it was fun. I mean, the music was blasting, was loud. I showed you some go-go dancers if you were on live. It looked like a strip club. It probably was. No, but it was chill. It was really fun. And someone on the live too was saying, is your boyfriend okay with this? Letting you go to a club and looking at go-go dancers? Listen, it's part of our culture, the gay culture, you know? To have go-go dancers dancing all around, prancing. It's totally normal. I love the cartilage. I love the cartilage. This bone must not leave my sight without it being cleaned. Look into my eyes. The gaze of death. So satisfying. Who knew? Who knew that I could do that kind of bone munching? Bone munching. That does not sound. That sounds absolutely awful and sexual, kind of. So yeah, like I was saying, he's totally fine with me going out. I mean, he doesn't want to go out. Some of you guys already know that. He's absolutely antisocial. He doesn't want to socialize with acquaintances. He just doesn't feel like doesn't care for them. But yeah, I mean, he trusts me for the most part. We've gone through our ups and downs, though. I mean, we've been together for almost 9 years. But we've gone through some shit, like every couple, as far as trust issues, too. I'm not perfect. He's not perfect, but we somehow managed to figure it out. And I can speak for a lot of people, actually. Remember I told you that in my first relationship I was cheated on. So I've been on that end. I do have experience with trust issues in a way, right? I went into my second relationship. I guess I wasn't that concerned, but that second relationship didn't last very long. And I think by the end of it, before we broke up, I even like I was on the brink of almost cheating on him. And I say that because, I mean, like I said, this is a place where this is my diary, okay? I'm writing you my diary entry right now. These are all my experiences, and I want you to know that I have to be absolutely candid with you. In my second relationship, I was so close to cheating on him before we even broke up. But I had the courage one night. I did it over the phone. I broke up with him over the phone. You can slap me later. We can talk about this later. Okay, don't judge me. But I was a coward. I was also 20 years old. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I wanted. So that was the young me. But anyway, I literally was about to call somebody up because my ex had denied me sex for the past week, literally the last week of us breaking up. He denied me completely, and I was so spiteful, and I wanted revenge in a way. Or maybe I just wanted attention, right? And he wasn't giving it to me. I, I feel like I'm having such like a moment right now of self-discovery. Yeah, it was attention. I think I've already said this before. I think I'm going to beat a dead horse right now, but we all like attention. Like one way or another, whether or not we are single or in a relationship, we all want some sort of attention. We just do. It's human nature. Please tell me that you agree, because if you don't, you can get the fuck out. Seriously, like if you don't think that you don't want attention from anybody, that's crazy. You can get out, grab your shit, because this is not a storage room. Don't leave your umbrella here. No, sit down. Just kidding. I love you. No, I'm serious though. It was just attention. And I feel like a lot of people experience that today. Like, I have a lot of friends who, not just my friends, it's me, including me too. When you're at work or something, or you go to, at your school, or whatever social function you're at, even the gym or whatever, and some attractive person comes up to you, like seriously, someone that you would have never imagined, totally dreamy, guy or girl. And they want something from you. They want to talk to you. They don't know that you're with somebody at the moment. But I find that a lot of us, or the people I know, and myself, we kind of like to bask in that glory, right? We kind of like to just take it for what it is. And we just go, oh, thank you so much. I mean, if you really don't like that person, you would immediately say, sorry, I'm in a relationship. But take, for example, you know me, I'm always at the club or the bar. A lot of times, guys buy girls drinks, right? And just like my girlfriends, I do the same thing. If a guy is offering us a drink to buy us a drink, they don't need to know the details. They don't need to know that my boyfriend's at home. And a lot of times, I know it sounds terrible, sounds like we're using them, but I think they know better. I think they know that if they're just blindly approaching some girl or a guy or whatever, there's a 50% chance that that person's taken, but they take the risk anyway. They want you to have a good time. They buy you drinks, etc., etc. And I think we really took advantage of that. Like, for example, I do tell CJ if someone's purchased me a drink or, flirted with me at the bar, just because we're up to the point now in our relationship where we have to communicate. Like, that's the only way, because no secrets can be kept locked for that long. It can't. You know that. You know that for a fact. I'm serious. It's gonna find its way out some way. But I just tell him, oh, there was some guy talking to me. And at first he's like, who? Who was talking to you? Of course, I would hope that he would react that way just because that shows me that he cares. But eventually I would tell him, oh, he bought me drinks, this and that. And he's like, oh, okay. That's because my boyfriend's so cheap and he doesn't mind if someone else buys me a drink. So I guess he's okay with it, whatever. Saving money. Selling my body, saving money. But yeah, trying to get this guy here. And I'll be very honest with you. As you're going to tell, people feel comfortable confiding in me, right? My friends feel the same way. My girlfriends feel the same way. I mean, in the last month or so, I've heard twice that, my friends were on the brink of being unfaithful, but not necessarily going through with it. See, a lot of times we think that if someone behaves that way in public, flirts with another person, we always assume that something's going to happen, but I think you need to give people a little bit more credit. I think they have a little bit more self-control than you'd think. Sometimes we just want that attention real quick, just a touch of it, And once we get a touch of it, we go home. We go home to the one that we love. And I think that's always the case, really. Because listen, if I didn't want this, I would have run away by now. Packed my shit and have, I would have left a long time ago. It's even worse. You know how, I was talking about that dreamy person that you might run into, I don't know, your coworker or something. And you're just like, damn, if only I was single. And if only you liked me back. You gotta get past those two things first before you can do anything. If only. And the worst thing about it is when you have a dream of them. We've talked about that too. My friends and I were just saying, isn't it terrible when you dream of them? You don't even, obviously don't intentionally dream. You can't control your dreams. But when you dream of them and the next day you see them and it's like, oh my God, I did something straight up nasty with you in my dreams, in my thoughts, in my sleep. And that's when you're like, oh, fuck. You just seem so much hotter to me for some disgusting reason. I've had those dreams. I've definitely had. Yes, let me admit, I've had those dreams about certain people that I know in the past 8 years that I've been within my relationship. And for some reason, it's always in the elevator. Who knows? Maybe that's what I want. Maybe that's what I need. Maybe that's my calling. Elevator prostitution. Maybe that's it. I don't know what it is, but the elevator, it seems to be the place for me. You know what I mean, though? Just... Oh my God, this thing is bigger than my face, or just about the size of my face. Let's see if I can finish this. I'd be really surprised if I could. It just tastes even better because it's in a cold glass. Oh my gosh. Yum, 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 yum. This flavor has not died down, by the way. It is still intense. Let me touch you. You're too skinny. Eat something. Oh, this whole thing is so cute. Make sure it's clean. No, but to sum up everything I've said, going back to how it started, I was talking about, having been in a relationship for so long, and by now I think we're good. I think we're able to communicate exactly what happens when we're not around each other, just so that, sorry, no shit goes down. Because it can happen. And I really mean it when I say, like, we're still humans. We still have temptation around us. You think that the person that you're with, that's the only person you're going to look at? That's the only person you're going to be attracted to? You're pretty damn wrong. Like, very wrong if you think that's the case. There are so many people in this world, billions, and you think that this one person is the only person that you're going to look at. It's not true. That's just not how it works. I remember at the beginning of a relationship when CJ would tell me, oh, that guy over there, he's so hot. And, I would obviously notice him too. You can't miss a good-looking person walking by. But I just remember dodging it completely. I said, who? Oh, I didn't see anybody, Acting as if, like, oh my God, I was playing it off like... I was so drama. Like, come on. I saw that fine-ass motherfucker. Like, why am I playing? Like, who cares? But after that, I went silent. I was so jealous. And I think to alleviate that kind of feeling, right, jealousy, we talk about it. We always say, oh my gosh, that person is hot. And I would be like, I agree. Today we can do that. Before we could not. I could not stand it when he would check someone else out in front of me. I don't know if you feel the same way. Maybe I'm still trying to figure shit out or something. But I don't know. Obviously that stems from insecurities, right? I have a lot of insecurities. Please do not think that I am untouchable, And I told him, even if I flirted with someone outside at the bar or the club, I'm straight up coming home to you. Like, I have nowhere else to go. Like, I'm not going to be sleeping with somebody else. I've talked about this before, actually, in one of my videos. Way back. But I told him to straight up, I was like, if you fuck somebody, like, it would hurt my heart. Like, it would hurt me, obviously, right? As I'm already sort of jealous in a way. If you hooked up with somebody, maybe I'll find a way to get over it. I don't know, maybe I think he's worth it, to kind of fight for the relationship, but I don't know. I think it'd be easier to get over it. It's going to take a lot of time, though. Now, if he told me he fell in love with somebody else, I think it would absolutely break my heart. Like I would die on the inside. Cause that's not repairable to me. That's just like I'm done. Like I'm just trash now. You know, that's how you feel. Even if you aren't trash, that's just how you feel on the inside. So I told him, I mean, if you're gonna make a mistake, please do not make the biggest mistake by falling in love with somebody else. Because at that point, you're just like, oh, okay, I guess it's just not good enough all around. You know. I'm like, just make sure you dump me. You don't have to tell me that you fell in love with someone else. But knowing my crazy ass, I'll probably get it out of him before he could even say bye. You're not leaving this house until you fucking tell me. Like I think that's, I see red. I really see red when I get angry. Like, I don't cry. I don't cry when I'm angry. I just start screaming. I just cry later thinking about it. But I don't cry at the moment. I never do. I've had way too many experiences where some good looking guy or whatever comes up and I'm just like, really? Like, why now? Like, go away. Damn it. You're making shit harder for me. Stop being so damn cute. Move. It's all good though. It's all good. We're going strong, you know? And with insecurities too, I feel like insecurities don't really go away. You know that, right? Like the ones that you had your whole entire life. I don't think they go away. I really don't. Like, you know how one can say they're confident and all that good stuff? Well, a confident person can still have insecurities. A lot of them, actually. But a confident person does something different. You know, a confident person is able to talk about their insecurities. Whether or not people approve of them or think they're kind of like, I don't know, crazy ass things, like unnecessary things that you're concerned about, but I mean that makes that makes you unique, your insecurities, right? So don't worry about what anyone's thinking. You'll still have your insecurities. I still have my insecurities, the same ones that I've had from the very beginning. But the difference is that I'm able to, I guess, talk about it out loud, publicly, in front of 43,000 people. I mean, come on, isn't that a little crazy? It's not like I have my face blurred out. You know who I am. But it feels so good. Like, you need to talk about it. Tell somebody that you're a fucking jealous freak. Just talk about it. You're gonna feel so good about it. I can't even. And if they think you're crazy and they want to run away from you, let them. Who cares? Someone's gonna love you. Remember, like billions of people in the world. I want to check actually how many people are in this world before I leave you. For 2017 is 7.5 billion as of April 2017. 7.5 billion. That's a lot of fucking people. That's a lot of people. That is a lot of people. So if I ever hear you say that you cannot find somebody who will love you, I'm just gonna ignore you. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave you high and dry. I'm gonna be like, you're crazy. I'm gonna be like, you're the problem if you can't find somebody to love in out of 7.5 billion people. Come on now. There's someone for everyone. I drank a lot of that. My gosh. Someone's thirsty. Oh, and it also helps that my boyfriend has a big dick. What did you hear? Ah! You didn't hear anything. Anyways, thank you guys. I had a lovely meal here. I think I really was craving that rice. I think the rice was the best part. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm so glad I got to try Caribbean food. I will definitely be back. I'll probably have it when I'm in Santa Monica. I want it right away, but it was delicious though. She told me how to heat it up. She's so wonderful, the waitress. That was a good talk. Sorry if I told you to get out earlier. I didn't mean it. I love you. But make sure you grab your shit though, because I cannot stand trying to figure out what belongs to who. That happens every single time someone comes over to my house. Bye.